Kid's back, man. Just left the Albertsons after like 5 times for getting mama pin. Boom, 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 boom. Then they locked the car. God is good though. But like I said, that's here in Nevada. Now I have another thing I'm on my mind. Is there any other civil rights attorneys other than Ben Crump? Like, is he the new Johnny Cochran? Gloria Aldrich? F. Lee Bailey? Because you know he got Malcolm X family suing the state of New York, the FBI, and the United States. I forget who else. He wanted 100 million. He won 100 million. I knew it wasn't gonna be long after the undercover FBI agent came out, said his part in that, and his involvement in the crime. They was gonna come for some money. That takes me back to this here reparations. After finding out that we were granted it before, I didn't qualify for it, still didn't really change my emotions, really didn't care for that concept. And then I looked at the amount of money that they had given the Japanese. We talking about 200 years of slavery. For real. Like, this really perturbed me. That they wanted to give us a $900 check and like a $4 and $9 stipend a month. The Indians got casinos. The Jews got Hollywood. The Turks. And they want to throw us some dollars? That hurt. And then I reflect on my situation currently that I'm in. I say, Malcolm been dead how long? And I really think about that king and what he would want. And I kid you not, several people have heard my plan. And I promise to God, it's $100 million in this bill I'm writing. Because all of these are written bills, and you get certain signatures, and it gets to a certain part of the house, and it may be or may not be eligible to be on the ballot. But if you Google, when I go back right now, I'm gonna sharpen this video up, and I'll put at the end of these all the clippings, so y'all ain't gotta even go Google it. I'm gonna go over it with y'all so y'all can see some facts. And if you look up with the FBI, how many documented gang members are in the United States of America? And it says there's 1 million. I know that's a very argumentative number because everybody's not documented, right? But I wanted to just that be one part of recipients to this here. That's where the 100 million come from. But now after my research, I think that deserves $1 trillion. Because at the same time, you have to justify every cent. Now, if you look up, and this is just one prison, the yearly budget for Donovan is over $200 million a year. And there's over 30 prisons in the United States. And if the plan is implemented correctly, that number will significantly drop. And we can start putting these homeless people in these prisons, and child molesters and drunk drivers and repeat offenders and those that don't want to jump on plan. Of course, everybody that's incarcerated gonna have to break bread, victims restitution. You know, I want to make sure that everybody who's been victimized can see, while doing a study on reparations, there was a couple of different bills attempted at gaining reparations, California being the latest. You got to make sure they can't say that don't work, that ain't equal, that ain't fair. Even though my compromise is exactly what that is. Because after reading that and feeling my situation, I owe me some reparations and my babies. I've never seen, haven't found the case, never in the history of Clark County Child and Family Court Services to where an individual is found not guilty of domestic violence. The baby mother is found guilty of domestic violence. Right before the sentence, and the judge, CPS, switches the kids up, and a whole new judge sentences me as if I was found guilty of domestic violence. No cap. I ain't seen my kids in years for a visit. Then I filed a contempt motion. And it was so funny. Throughout the denial, she says facts that substantiate my claims and allegations of contempt. He says he hasn't seen his kids in this many times. He says she lied about this. La. Then she goes around and says that I said nothing. I gave no evidence or examples of abuse. It's frustrating. But all of these moves were made before my rights were state protected. You get that? So I'm definitely coming in there sharp as a pencil and let her know that the 4 judges before her erred. And my evidential objection to their order is the presumption that before a court, public, state, CPS, or anybody can put the kids with a victim of domestic violence, that issue has to be brought before a judge. But keep in mind, they think that somehow I'm the perpetrator. So in the order, it says that baby mother has no issues of domestic violence and that I'm the perpetrator. See, they try to break you. And then you do like the old dude. It's been cases here in Nevada. One dude knocked out the grandmama and took his babies. I ain't heard nothing since then about him. Let that have been me. I'd be on Nevada's Most Wanted. Today, John Walsh on Nevada's Most Wanted. But no, that's on my head though, going to court, you feel me? On an unspecified date. I'm gonna keep that cut. I'm gonna be ready though. I'm gonna be substantially sound. Legal citation ready. With every ounce of evidence that I got. Properly documented and ready for some action. And I'm going to try my hardest to get y'all to be there with me. Back at the house. Let me go ahead and whip up these hamburgers real quick. I'll be back at y'all.